Okay, let's try again. Okay. So hey guys, hi my beautiful, lovely spirits, my souls, my angels, my light energy. I only attract those who are gonna help me grow. So yeah, manifesting good things because I need good things today. I need good things in my life. Oh lordy, I need good things in my life. I have been through a rough patch this year, and the end of last year was just so much, you know? And I finally got some more help, and I decided to move to San Antonio. So, I'm here now. Somebody's dog is like loose. Look, you see the dog is just out. But feel bad for them because that dog is not trying to get in the car at all. That dog said yeet. But yeah, like I have had such a difficult time lately. My whole plan, like to work and to like get housing and to go to school in Cleveland and like to live with my boyfriend and all this crazy shit, all that shit didn't work out. And so my mom came and got me from Cleveland, and she brought me to Houston, and then we were supposed to like do therapy and work on getting me housing and a car and all these other things that I really need. But none of that happened. Instead, I was triggered and I was displaced. And then my sister's graduation happened, and it just, everything about that whole situation was really bad. And I really wish that my mom wouldn't have done that because it wasn't better. I think sleeping in a car and going to work and trying to make things work that way was better than what happened because it was just terrible. But I'm sure that she didn't intend for it to be that way, but it did because she wasn't ready. And she tried to do something she wasn't ready for, and I had to pay the price. So yeah, that sucked. And then my sister wasn't understanding either, so that was kind of... So anyway, I ended up in San Antonio because if you've watched my videos, you know why I'm here. I'm with my grandmother, and I'm doing better. But yeah, I went to the mental hospital because after everything that happened in Houston and being kind of like in between, like not knowing what I was going to do yet, my boyfriend broke up with me. And so then I was like frustrated because the way he did it was very disrespectful. And like it was on live, like it was on YouTube live. And then also he was drunk, and apparently he had been talking to another girl, but I don't know, I haven't confirmed any of that yet. But it was just really like, damn, like I've been putting my all in this, and this whole time you didn't care, and that really sucked, and that hurt. And also, like, I already had a whole bunch of things going on, and he knew that, and he still chose to do that. So like it really hurt because it was like, that's not like you, but okay. Yeah. And so I was crying a lot. I was just like so depressed and so sad and just like frustrated. I wasn't really sad. I was really frustrated. I was angry at everyone for not understanding me and not being as kind and as understanding as I wanted them to be empathetic. And, it wasn't happening. And I was just like, what? I feel like I don't know. I know I played a part in everything that's been going on because it is my life. And of course, the things that happen to me, they're all happening for a reason. I'm not very trusting in others. And I do have, times where I'm just kind of not compliant with anything that they want to do. I don't like being told what to do. I'm really not into the whole, let me help you, let me guide you, let me take control of your life, and then, it'll all work out. I'm not into that because it doesn't work. And so I don't want to do that anymore, because I'm just not going to work with you. I'm not going to be able to continue to be like that. Like, oh yeah, you do this and do that and do that, and then everything's gonna work out. And I'm like, you don't know me very well, do you? Because no, that don't work. So it don't work out. And people wasn't getting that in my family. Like, my family wasn't getting that part. And so it was really frustrating. And so I decided, I told my grandmother, I was like, let me go to the hospital. And she was like, are you sure? I don't want you to do that. I don't think you need to do that. You're doing so good. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing good. I'm not. I need to go. And so I went to the hospital and I stayed there for 7 days. I just got out today. Yay! And while I was in there, it was some challenges in there because, they're always short-staffed. And because I'm vegan, it's like hard to like accommodate for me with food. And so, I have my protein shakes, and I don't know if you know, but I'm like really, really skinny. You see my arm? Yeah, I'm like really skinny, and I'm close to underweight because sometimes I throw up food and I have a hard time with like eating and things like that. So, that was a challenge for me. And then also getting the help that I needed. I really was trying to get like a case manager to help me with like getting SSI and disability and EIP and all that for school. So I'm getting the support that I need for school this time, so I don't fail any of my classes, because I'm too smart for that. I am good at like learning, and I'm really good at school, but I couldn't like do it with all of the stress of like my family and everything. It was becoming too much, and I'm still gonna have to do what do you call it, like a working student, like I forgot, it's a word for that, but that I'm gonna be working while I'm going to school. So it's gonna be stressful, but I need to work because I do need income, and I'm trying to support myself because I don't have a lot of people here that can. Like, I don't even want that. Like, I want to be able to support myself. So I'm willing to take on that challenge, But I would also like some assistance in making it easier, so that like, because I'm only going to be able to work like part-time because I'm going to be at school all day, and then I'll work all night, and then I got to go to school again, and it's going to be really interesting. We're going to see how that goes. And then, like everything's expensive now, like inflation, and gas prices are so high here. They're like $6 a gallon. And buying a car is really expensive as well, because every car is like, I don't know, like $10,000, $8,000 for like just like a little Honda Accord though. And so that's fun. And then I still have all of my things are in Cleveland, so I don't know how I'm gonna move all of that. I don't even have a place to move it to yet. I mean, I have a room here, but I don't want to get comfortable. I want to be on my own. So yeah. And so I have like a lot of things to think about and like work on. So it's like I needed that break to kind of clear my mind and let my body rest and not be stressed out by everything. Because when I did walk out, like as soon as I turned on my phone and started talking, it was just already, I was really like, oh, I don't miss this. I don't miss life. I don't miss it. And so I was just like really frustrated. I was like, I do not want to stay in the house all day. I really want to like go to the movies or like go get a massage or do some self-care or something. And then I looked at my bank account and I was in the negative again. And I was just like, oh, and then I was like, okay, well, let me transfer some money. And I was like, oh, it's going to take 7 fucking days to transfer. Great. So it's not fun, because being an adult is always going to have these random things that happen to me, and I just can't control them. Only thing I can control is my reaction, and be mature about it and be like, it's okay, we might not be able to go to the movies today, but we can go you know. So there's that. And then I'm also building my self-esteem, my self-confidence back. Like, I feel like I've always been like kind of egotistical and like really confident and really like self-aware. But also like I do really care about how other people view me still. So sometimes it's hard to like be like, you know what, just because that person doesn't care about you doesn't mean that nobody cares about you, or that, you know, you can't care about yourself and love yourself and, you know, want what you want in life. Like I sometimes get caught up in like how other people view me, and I forget like I view myself as like amazing. I think I'm awesome. I think that I deserve more, and that it's really unfortunate what happened to me, and that I deserve love and kindness and appreciation and respect. And the people in my life that aren't giving it to me, I have to set those boundaries. Like, no, you're not gonna just disrespect me and expect me to be okay with that. Like, that's like, no. I can't do that anymore. I did it a lot, and I think that's why I had such a hard time, because now I'm trying to change that, and everybody's dragging their feet like, oh, now she wants us to do this and that, and oh, she has too many like boundaries and restrictions. And I'm like, yeah, because it's inconveniencing you that I'm respecting myself, and the way you were abusing my kindness, it's not gonna work anymore. Yeah. And so everybody's kind of like setting their boundaries with me as well. And I'm like, okay, well, I see, you know, maybe I was abusing your kindness as well. So I'm learning how to not be what I don't want other people to be to me. And I'm also making sure that other people are not being that to me anymore. And it's for the better, because, you know, I'm still young, and the faster I learn it now, the easier it'll be later in life. But I really just want to like be done with all of the hard stuff. Like, I really just want to be happy and okay and safe and alone and like be able to like do things my way and my own pace, my own type. Like, I don't want to have a whole bunch of people in my life anymore. I really want to cut everybody off and like start anew, because I feel like I need that. I really need to give myself permission to be me, and constantly telling others to stop putting their expectations and their beliefs and their ideas and opinions on me. It's tiring, and I don't feel like doing it. So I kind of don't want to like give them the opportunity to even try and put that on me by just cutting them off or like not talking at all, because it's not conducive to my health. It's not helping me in any way. You're just saying words, and I don't care for them. I don't need your words. They're not encouraging anymore, if they ever were. I mean, there are some words that they do say that are endearing and loving, and I know that they love me, but not enough. It's not enough, so I'm good. And I still love them, and I still care about them, but from a distance, you know? From a distance. I'm putting my fences up. I'm putting myself first, and I feel like, I really feel sad, because I didn't want it to be this way. I really didn't want this. I still don't want it. I wish that it wasn't this hard and difficult, and I wish that I had like everybody on my side and they were rooting for me, but they're not. And, you know, in their own way they think they are, but, you know, it doesn't feel that way for me. So it's, you know, difficult to process that, and I don't think that they'll ever get it, and that's why I just can't continue to allow them to have that much access to me in my life, because it's really damaging. It hurts to have the people that you love consistently tell you things that are damaging and hurtful and discouraging and frustrating, because they tell you the things that you already know and they expect a change. Like, okay. Yeah, I know that I have a lot of inconsistencies in my life, and I know that I need to find a way to balance myself and make everything stable for me. But part of that is not having those people in my ear and trusting my intuition and being okay being alone, and being an adult, because I'm a grown-ass woman now and I got big girl problems. But I've always had big girl problems. I gotta get better at handling them. And I think I'm doing a good job too. I'm talking about it, so. But yeah. So I'm also hoping that this encourages others who, are maybe going through the same thing or something similar, or, they've been through it and they're looking back and they're like, oh, but you're young, life happens, everything happens for a reason. It's so good to do this, to have that pain and that hardship and all of those tears and all of that frustration. It's good for you, because then you're uncomfortable with the stuff that's not okay, and then you learning how to be okay, because you're not going to accept that anymore. And I'm so glad that I'm not comfortable. I'm so glad that I'm not like my mom or my sister, who's so comfortable in this uncomfortableness. Oh my God, this is so toxic. How do you not see it? And they don't see it. And so it's hard for me to relate, because I'm I'm woke. I'm here. I see this, and this is not okay at all. And it hurts, and it's painful, and it's so draining, and it's so difficult. But the hard things are the things that give you the most reward and the most freedom, and that feeling of letting go and being free, and your soul opening up and changing and becoming that better person. Because people always say I want to be this amazing person, I really want to be a good person, I want to be able to help people, I want to do all these great things. And you gotta help yourself. Because a lot of the time you have all these problems in your life and you don't even notice. You'd be so busy doing work, school, whatever you got going on, your mind is occupied with something else. And so you don't see the benefits of actually taking a step back, okay, and really realizing what's going on, what's really happening. Because maybe it might be your kid is really struggling, or maybe it's your mom is really in need of help and she's not able to connect with you because you're so out of it. Or maybe your sister or whoever it is. And it might not be right now. It might not work. Bam, bam, bam. But, putting yourself through that struggle and actually grinding and working through it, and finding strength in yourself. Because I don't even know how I keep going, but I keep going because I keep finding strength in myself. I'm okay, I can do it. And I'm crying, and I'm so sad. I'm so frustrated, and everything's so difficult, and I feel unloved, and I feel unsupported. But you know what? I got me. I got it. I can do it. And so then I'm okay, I got me. I can do it. And it's it's not empty words. If it sounds like empty words, just keep saying it. Because one day it's going to be full of love and life and energy that you got from you, because everybody else, they don't give a fuck. They could care less. When it gets hard and you really have to push through, and you really need that help, it's not going to be there. And you have to find it in yourself, because you're the only one who gets it. The only one who gets it. No matter how hard you try to explain, try to tell them, trying to do everything, show them, feel them get it, see me, help. They are not going to see it, because it's not for them. It's for you. It's your journey. It's your life. It's your experience. And do it. Just do it. Just push yourself through it. Push yourself, because why are you letting everything else affect you so much? You're here for yourself. You're not here for them. You might have been coming out of her vagina or whatever the fuck it was. It's your life. At the end of the day, they have no control of your soul. Your soul is here because it was meant to be here. And you're supposed to learn something. So learn some shit. Don't take this and think that I'm you know what, you can do it. One of those motivational speakers who's yeah, you can do it, bro. No. I can't be that person. I can't. That would hurt my feelings. Because I hate those people. They'd be like, you know what, just pull up by your bootstraps and shit like that. Like, no. I mean, what they're saying, it'd be true. It'd be facts. But it's a lot more than what they're just saying. There's so much underneath. Like, there's so much more. So much pain, so much hurt, so much struggle. So it's never gonna be just pull you up. It's not gonna be like, oh, boom, I'm better. It's not gonna ever be that way. But you have to convince yourself that it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It can happen. You can do it. Convince yourself that you can do it so that you aren't a victim anymore. I'm manifesting this life that I want, that is, I'm surrounded by love and support and happiness, and I'm continually successful in my life, and I don't have to worry about money anymore. I don't have to worry about my family anymore. I don't have to worry about men hurting me. I don't have to worry about women, judging me. I don't have to worry about any of those things anymore. And the only way to do that is you have to convince yourself that it's possible. Because if you don't start trying, it's never going to happen. Like, you could sit here all day and put your crystals up and write and talk about and whatever the fuck. It's not going to happen unless you, like, do it. Like, you just got to, like, try something. Like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just, try this job, working at this company that I don't like and with people I don't know. And hopefully it works out. And then, boom, you might meet, like, a millionaire who's like, you know what, I'm going to invest in you, bro. You're the answer. And you're just like, yeah, why? And then all of a sudden you're living that dream life. But you have to want it. You have to believe that you have it. You have to believe that it's already here and it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there.